Good afternoon, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. So glad you could be here. Today is our last day here in Texas, and we're starting our journey to Maine. Our goal is 40 states in 40 years, and we turned 40 this year, so that means we have 20 states to cover before the end of the year to hit our goal. Before we start on our trip to Maine, we have to make a detour to get our slide fixed. Some of you guys may have seen, not long ago, we were traveling and I stepped on my slide when it was in, and I caused the floor to fall away from the walls. We've been managing for a while to keep it from doing any more damage, but it's time to get it fixed. So we're taking a trip to get the slide fixed before we start our journey towards Maine. But before we get into the details of that, I'd like to thank our sponsor of today's video, RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. We recently added a new addition to our family, and we knew we had to make some changes as far as sleeping arrangements go in our RV. Now it came time to look for mattresses. We knew we wanted to go with RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding because we have the signature hybrid in our master bedroom for 18 months now. It's actually the RV King. Now when Brooklyn Bedding reached out to us and said they wanted to partner with us, it was a no-brainer, because we knew the quality and the comfort that their beds provided. We told them we would like a queen-size bed, two of them, one for the top bunk and one for the bottom bunk, so we'd have matching beds in the toy hauler section of our RV. Well, RVmattress.com is a Brooklyn Bedding brand known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality, plus their mattresses are made right here in the US and shipped conveniently to you for free. They offer different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even RV-specific and non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. When we were searching for an RV mattress, we actually just needed to fit a certain size. We wanted it to be a queen, but it couldn't be very tall because of the Happy Jack bed system. So we chose the 8-inch model because it allows the Happy Jack bed system to work just fine when picking the beds up into the storage position. They sent us the Dream Foam Essential Memory Foam in the 8-inch model. Now, we've had our RV mattress in our master bed for 18 months now, and we love it because it is super comfortable and it fits into our RV king size area. If it makes you nervous to buy something that you haven't tried, Brooklyn Bedding has a 120-night sleep trial, so you get more than 3 months to make sure that you love it. RVmattress.com delivers your mattress right to your door for free within the US. Plus, it comes rolled up in a box and it's super easy to set up yourself. The best part about all this is that Brooklyn Bedding manufactures their RV mattresses in their own factory in Arizona. That means they're able to use premium materials at a reasonable price for you with no middleman to bring up the cost. We love our RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and I think you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out RVmattress.com. You can click the link below or go to RVmattress.com/PavingNewPaths and get 20% off your mattress with the code PavingNewPaths. Thanks again to RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video and their continued support of this channel. We're heading to just outside Memphis, Tennessee, because the last time we had slide problems, we were in that area and we found a technician who was awesome and helped us fix everything. We've made plans to have him come help us fix this one as well, because this is a little more in depth than just a slide ski. It's 2 slide skis and repairing the wall to the floor. We also want to go there because he was very good at his job and he didn't mind being on camera, because we're going to film the entire thing so you guys can see how we make a repair to that right there. I don't think it's as bad as it looks, but I think it needs to be repaired sooner than later because it could become one of those things that gets real bad real quick. We're in Texas now, and Memphis, Tennessee is really far away. Our journey tomorrow is going to take us from New Braunfels, Texas to just outside Tyler, Texas, which is very close to where we used to be from. We're going to stay the night. The next morning we'll get up and we'll drive to Little Rock, Arkansas, and then we will arrive just outside Memphis, Tennessee the following day. It's 750 miles from here to the next park we're going to get the repair done, and we don't want to rush. So we're going to take 3 days to get there because we want nice, easy travels. So today we're doing the normal dumping and flushing, packing everything up, checking tire pressures, getting everything greased, all the normal stuff you do before you travel. But instead of watching me do that, how about you guys take a tour of this awesome park we stayed at while we were here in New Braunfels. So we're at the entrance of the park, and it's called the Summit Vacation RV Resort. Now it's really 2 parks in one. That side over there, the main entrance side, is the cabins, and the road behind me is to the RV park. And this right here is River Road. That way is Canyon Lake. That way is New Braunfels. Now, if you know anything about River Road, it's a beautiful drive. but you don't really want to bring in an RV down the road to get here. So my advice, if you're coming here, come from the north, from Canyon Lake. It's only about a 1.1 mile drive down to the park. And when you get here, you have to pull in right here, even if you are an RV site, and you pull around the guard shack and do a U-turn and face back out, because the RV park is up this road behind us. Once you unhook, then go explore River Road, because it is a beautiful drive. So here's the entrance. Right here is the office for the check-in, no matter if you're staying in an RV or a camper. This is the guard shack, so if you're an RV, go ahead and pull right here and do a U-turn over into that gravel parking lot and then go check in. Right here is the cabin section of the park. And as you can see, they have a whole lot of cabins. The lady at the front says this place is super packed in season, because we're out of season right now. It's the end of February. No one's really rivering right now or tubing. And a lot of things around here are closed because we're out of season. So some of the restaurants and some of the nighttime activities aren't available right now because it's not peak season. So just past the first row of cabins, when you come in, which are right here, you have this central area, which is all the pools, the playgrounds, all the activity centers, and they have their own putt-putt course. So there's the bathrooms, there's the putt-putt course, and here is all the pools for the cabin area. I believe there is 1, 2, a little kid pool, and a 3rd kid pool. And over there is a pavilion center with some recreational areas. Anything they have here, there's an equipment room full of all that stuff. Then you walk over here and you have volleyball courts, basketball courts, and a huge playground right over there. Here is the putt-putt course, and it's actually really nice. It's a lot of fun here. So you can see it's got a full 18-hole putt-putt course behind the cabins when you first come in, and right here by the pools. And you have that awesome view right there of the mountains, or the hills, whatever you want to call them. But here in Texas, that's a mountain to us. I know it's just a hill country, but it's a beautiful sight every evening playing putt-putt here and enjoying the weather. Just past the pool area is more horseshoes, the pavilion, and they have this really big playground for the kids. And then right down this road, we're gonna go down a hill to more cabins, which are right here along the Guadalupe River with river access. We have 20 cabins down here along the river. And right here is their river access. We're walking up to the walkway that goes down to the river, and this is the view when you get past the cabins. That is the Guadalupe River here in Central Texas. I spent a lot of time floating here when I was in college and growing up. We didn't get to float this time because it's way too cold, but I just found out that this is a major attraction for people that like to trout fish. The place is packed with people trout fishing right now, and I had no idea that you could use this river for anything but floating. Look how beautiful this river is and how clear this water is. They actually have tube rentals and shuttles here at the park. Well, they'll take you upriver and you float back to the RV park and get out right here, and they'll take you back to either your cabin or your RV. This is the cabin side and the main entrance side. Now, if you're in the RV park, I'm gonna show you how to get there. So we're right here where you'd be parking, right over there, and you would drive straight out the entrance and right across the street on that road right there. And then right here at the first intersection, you'll see a sign for the Summit to the right. So you take this right turn right here and you're almost there. But before we get to the park, right here on the right is the rec center for the RVers. So right here is the area that the RVers have for their pool, their playgrounds, and all their things. So you have basketball, you have tennis courts, you have this pavilion, you have this huge pool with water slides, and there's a hot tub in there, not to mention shower and change houses. There is a workout room, and there is a equipment room, so you can play all these things. And also they have some more cabins over here. These are called the treetop cabins. So you have that one, you have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So I believe there are 6 of them over here. They're actually part of the cabin side, but these are called the treetop cabins. And then you have this sign right here saying entry to the RV park is right there across that bridge. And right when you come in, you will see there is a huge playground right there at the entry of the park. It's pretty nice. The girls have played there with many friends while they've been here. And then here's the park. So on this row right here, you have some back ends. The middle are all pull-throughs, and the back row are back ends. And what's cool about this park is they have two distinct areas. Almost all of our travels, we go to these RV parks, and there is people that are passing through like us, they're short timers, and there's people that live here full-time stationary. They don't actually move their RVs. Well, this park has that as well, but they've done something really awesome with it. They've separated it in two separate areas. So right up here in the front, all this are the short timers, the people just passing through. And if you want to stay here longer, they have a whole section in the back that are permanent residents that are not on the move. They're not traveling, which is really cool. There's our RV. Hey, Momentum. These are our friends right here that we met. Old Stan. And this is where Phil and Lolo and Thomas and Beverly were parked when they were here with us. And down here is the dog park and another playground. So this part right here is where it goes from the passing through RVers to the full-time RVers. So there's the playground I was talking about. Here's the dog park. And right up here you have two cabins. One's a bathhouse and one is laundry. Now this whole area back here, these are the people that live here full-time and are not travelers. So that is this awesome RV park. We've been here for 2 weeks and we've had a great time. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting everything ready on this camper, and I'll see you guys first thing in the morning when we're packed up and we hit the road to make our repairs. Well, nothing like being 2 hours and 30 minutes later than we wanted to leave.
Hey, we're only 21 minutes past checkout. I think checkout was 11.
We had a goal of 9, but when we went to bed at 2 a.m., we said 9's not happening. We'll get up at 9.
Yep.
So,
guess what? We'll still get there all the same.
We will.
It'll just be a little darker.
Hopefully not. I've been looking at shortcuts.
Girls, are y'all ready for a train horn?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
No.
That's how enthusiastic
No,
they are.
we're not ready for anything today.
Bob, you ready for a train horn?
Always ready for a train horn.
Oh, Bob's here today.
I am ready to go.
Ready to go.
The only bad thing about this is we have...
Are we worried about this angle? Sorry.
I'm only worried about the one leaving.
You want me to get out?
You might have to. This one I know we're good. The next one's a tailgate getter if we don't watch it. The truck don't like this hill. The truck said, I ain't ready.
I ain't ready.
Thank God for a Gen Y.
Yes.
That one was the old Lippert would have ripped the tailgate off on that one.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
You ready for a train horn? Yeah! Woohoo! I said bye, New Braunfels.
Bye-bye. So we just made it to the highway. We're at a TA right now, but we don't need diesel. We're actually here because we're trying to regroup. So I normally use a trucking app called Hammer, and right now that one has me going all the way to Dallas, from San Antonio to Dallas, taking a right on Interstate 20 all the way past Tyler. Well, we're from Texas and we know that's not exactly the fastest route. Google Maps has me cutting off in Waco and taking back roads all the way to Tyler, and since we're from that area and that's where we used to live, we know that that road is acceptable for us in our RV. So I'm making an executive decision, because right now if I go to the trucking app, I'm getting there at 7:30 at night, and with the new way I'm getting there at 4:45. We're gonna take the back roads and get off the interstate in Waco, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us, but we're trying to get there before dark because we got a late start. Welcome to Austin, Texas, home of so much traffic. We are really losing time now. We've already lost 30 minutes because of this traffic, so now it's looking like maybe 5:15 we might get to our next spot with our shortcut. But we're not even to the center of Austin yet. We've already lost 30 minutes and we're still trying to get to it. There it is over there. There's Austin. You ready to move back to the city, Alicia?
Not a chance. Not a chance at all. Going 15 and a 70 doesn't seem very efficient to me.
This is not very efficient. It's been like this for the last 30 minutes. You ever wonder why when you get to where the slowdown happened, there's no reason for us to ever be stopped? I wonder that too right now, because we've stopped about 4 or 5 times, and we get up here and there's no wreck, there's no cops. Really, there's no reason that we ever had to slow down. But it boggles my mind every time. Why does traffic exist if nothing was there to make it happen to begin with? Mostly I think it's because some people just don't know how to enter highways. What do y'all think? Do some people need lessons on how to enter highways? Mr. Green Car right here just came. Whoop! He got ahead of us, so I understand.
He's winning.
When you see that trailer back there, you don't want to be behind us, but guess what? we're gonna go the same speed you are because we're all going 15. Made it to the other side of Austin finally, and so far we've lost 45 minutes of our day. Now it has us arriving at the RV park at 5:30 tonight. We're taking a short break here. Everyone needs to use the restroom. Plus, the wind is blowing like crazy today, and my trim is coming off the side of the RV. Every time the wind blows crazy now, this trim piece right here that hides all these screws keeps coming out. So we're gonna put it back in there. Good as new. Look at that tape job. I'm really starting to think the adventure in RVing is actually moving the RV, not the places you're going. So we're stopping here at the Pilot Flying J. We just got off the interstate. We're taking back roads the rest of the way, and I'm checking all my custom tape jobs, still holding together strong. This is the second Pilot Flying J where my TSD Logistics fuel card didn't work. I call in and they say there's nothing wrong with the card, but it does not work at Pilot Flying J's. It says limit exceeded. Go to any other gas station or diesel stop and it works just fine. So I don't know, is that a new thing? Does the TSD Logistics fuel card no longer work at the Pilot Flying J's? It's 6:30 and we're just outside Gladewater. We got 12 more miles so we get to the RV park. We're topping off the truck with some diesel because we're not unhooking tonight and I don't want to have to do it in the morning. We're gonna grab some food from this smokehouse at the gas station, and then we get to go set up in the dark. But the good news is it's right up front, it's a pull through, and it should be very easy to get into. I think we would have made it had we not catch traffic in Austin, but today was like a 7.5 hour day. So it's a little longer than we like to drive, but today is our biggest day of our 3-day travels. Tomorrow and the next day will be way easier. Well, good morning from Gladewater, Texas, and we're at the Capitol Antiques, or maybe it's Antique Capital RV Park. It's a great place for a one-night stay. Big site that we pulled in. We were able to keep the RV hooked up to the truck, put the jacks down, slides out. As you can see, it's much colder today. So yesterday we left San Antonio, it was 85 degrees. Went to bed last night, it was in the 60s. Now it's in the 50s. We just looked ahead because today we're trying to get to Little Rock, Arkansas. It's in the 30s in Little Rock and it's gonna be raining the entire time we're there. We have about a 5-hour drive. It's 230-ish miles. So much quicker than yesterday. Yesterday we did a little over 300, but we were on the road almost 7.5 hours. Today should be much easier, and then tomorrow is even easier. I think we have maybe 125 miles and we'll be just south of Memphis, Tennessee. We're off the back roads, about to hit Interstate 30. I think we have 150, 160 miles left to Little Rock. We're getting diesel, but we don't need it. I was actually just running a test to see if my card had a problem or if it was the Pilot Flying J, because last night when we stopped to get dinner, it was a 1-9 truck stop, and I went there because it was across the street from a Pilot Flying J. Well, they're also ran by Pilot Flying J, so my card doesn't work there either. But we're here at our Loves, and you can see the card works just fine. So there's something going on with the Pilot Flying J and our TSD Logistics fuel card, but when you swipe it, it says a limit exceeded, see cashier, and when you go inside, the card will not work there. So I don't know if it's a TSD problem, a Pilot Flying J problem, but you need to know that, because if you plan your fuel stop and you get there and they don't take the card, now you have to go inside and get them to pre-authorize, and they will not leave the card open. You have to tell them how much money you want to put on the card. I don't always know how much it's going to take, so usually I do 125, 150, 175, and then it takes 4 or 5 days for the money you don't use to show back up on your card.
Ashlyn, Kayla, Kaden, say bye to Texas. Bye, Texas. Can you say bye, Texas?
Can you say hello, Arkansas?
Bye, Texas.
Hello, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Guess what?
What?
You won't see Texas again for 10 months.
Oh my goodness. That's a long time.
That was it. That was it.
That was it.
Bye, Texas.
Bye, Texas.
We made it to Little Rock, Arkansas at the Riverside RV Park. I don't even know the name because I wasn't paying attention because it's pouring. So we just set everything up in this. We're still hooked up to the truck just like last night. The ground is in like 6 inches of water, so it was real fun to hook the electricity up and be like, hope my cord's good. Turns out, I guess it's good because it was standing in water when I hit the button.
I'm glad you were also not unhitching. So everything that had to be done outside was all on you. I stayed nice and warm in the truck. The only bad thing is I think we're going to be a little stir crazy tomorrow because now they can't get outside before it turns dark. But we're trying to get some energy out right here. So we'll see how it goes.
Is it raining outside? Yeah. You want to touch it? So that's the best I can show y'all. That's my electrical cord and my water hose. And I had to stand in all that water to hook it all up. And this place looks pretty nice. That's a walking bridge right over the Arkansas River. It looks like it'd be really awesome to go hang out here, but unfortunately, I think it's gonna be raining the entire time we're here, including in the morning when we're having to pick all this back up and head down the road to Memphis. Well guys, it's the next morning, and guess what? It's still raining. So there we have it. I'm hiding out here underneath the fifth wheel because I had to pick all that stuff up right there, and it's in the 30s and raining, and I have to stand in water to do it. I'm doing the ultimate dad move. I didn't put my shoes on today. Today, I'm using the famous Crocs, and that way when I'm done, I can change in the toy hauler and not have wet feet the entire drive to Memphis. So I got all this stuff picked up. We have a 2-hour drive. We waited as long as possible because it's supposed to stop raining here at 11, which is checkout. Obviously it's not, and we can't check in the next place till 1. It's probably raining over there too. So we're trying to delay as long as possible so that we can avoid doing as much of this in the rain as we can.
We ready?
I feel like that was a dad mode unlocked.
What do you mean?
Using the Crocs and the shorts. Like everyone else was doing the same thing. They were waiting to leave, and all these guys were getting ready in the rain, and then they had to get in their car and drive in there like with wet clothes.
Yeah.
Not me. Trick's on you, weather. I got wet in other clothes and I changed.
That's a pro tip.
Every one of those guys got into their truck with their rain jackets still on. You could tell they were mad. They were trying to take them off. Their wife was trying to help them.
Wet shoes. No fun.
This is a cool park. I'm sure it's cool to stay if you want to come to Little Rock, Arkansas, but the one time I did get out, it's just, I mean, it's freezing and it's raining, so it's not very pleasant right now. Didn't quite make it without stopping. We're here at the Loves just outside Memphis, Tennessee. I have 70 miles to go to our campsite, and we only had 90 miles to eat. Didn't want to risk it, but that hooked up. So we're getting some diesel, and we're going to top off the DEF, and it should be about an hour to go, and we'll be there. And you can see it's still raining. It's been raining the entire time. I really hope when we get there it's not raining, because I don't really want to set this thing up in the rain. Hey.
I feel like we've been here before.
Do you know what river that is?
Mississippi.
What state is that over there?
Am I right? Hold on.
You are right.
I am right.
Yeah.
Over there on the other side of the bridge?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
That's right, we're in Tennessee.
Oh man, you're making me so worldly. I didn't know that last time we came through here. Hey Bob, how you like this bridge?
Well, not really sure yet.
No.
It's pretty gloomy outside today. It's hard to paint accidents in the gloom.
It's such a cool bridge.
I'm hoping to get there so we can go eat some Memphis barbecue.
Woohoo!
So you know what's exciting about this next part of the road?
What?
This is where we go underneath a bridge that's 13.9.
Oh.
But they don't tell you about it until you get there. They tell you right here, watch out, there's a 1311 come up. And as soon as you go through there, the next one is 13.9, but there's not a word about the 13.9 the entire time.
Let's hope we haven't gained any
We've
inches.
actually gone down some because we've adjusted the hitch since the last time.
That's right.
Here's the 1311. The last time someone hit this when we came right before them.
Yeah.
The next one's 13.9. We're 13.6 and some change. So I'm gonna slow down just a little bit because I'm afraid a bump might make us grow just enough. But 18 wheelers, this is the truck route. 13.9. And just watch the rearview mirror for AC units. We made it. We made it here to Memphis. Well, technically it's Mississippi. We're just south of the border of Tennessee and Horn Lake, Mississippi. We're at Easy Days RV Park, and you can see it's been raining here just as much as it was in Arkansas when we left this morning. We got to get this thing hooked up, and I know I've only had these for about a month. It's these right here, the Blue Technology water hoses. So right here is how they roll up, and they all have QDs on them. So all I have to do is put my pressure regulator on, and everything QDs back to itself. This right here has changed everything, because now I can hook the water hose up with the filter installed in like 30 seconds. When I used to just bypass the filter when we stayed overnight. So these last 3 days of moving has changed everything. If you want some of these or the R3 3-stage water filter from Blue Technologies, check the link in the description below. You can save yourself some money. Go check it out. They're pretty awesome. All right, we got our water hoses hooked up through our filter, and we're gonna finish getting this thing set up. The girls are in the front playing in the rain. They got their rain boots on, they got their jackets on. Look at them.
I too. I mean, mud puddles are good for something.
Y'all having fun? We made it here after 3 days of travel on 750 miles. Our slide is not broken any more than it was when we started, but that's when we came here. We need to do some repairs. We're doing some maintenance. We're doing some upgrades. We're actually taking a break for a while and getting caught up on everything because we just spent the last month hanging out with friends and family. But stay tuned because there's a lot planned for us and this RV while we're here. We love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us on this long trip here, and we'll see you in the next one.